every moment of it. The voice of rugby league, Ray Warren.
Thank you, James. Well, the man of the moment, really, Adam Reynolds. His last time in red and green, and this will be his home ground after tonight's game. Suncorp Stadium, formerly Lang Park, the home of Origin, and now the home of the grand final tonight. South Sydney greeted by an overwhelming majority, it would seem, of fans in the bleachers here at Suncorp. Cody Walker, another incredible story out of this grand final. Debuted at 25, 6 years on. He's the Dally M 5/8 of the year and into his first grand final. Gus, an incredible season.
Absolutely, Ravs. And at this time, we've got to give great credit to the National Rugby League, everyone who works there, Peter V'landys and his commission, Andrew Abdo, who have navigated the minefield of COVID, relocations, quarantines, changing grounds on the morning of the game, the players and coaches and families that have stood up for the last couple of years to keep this great game going, to keep the country entertained. And look at what we've got today. Look at the scenes with two of our biggest supported clubs in South Sydney and the Panthers, a long way from home, a long way from their home base. But the spirit is there for both sides. This should be an amazing grand final. And congratulations to everyone at the NRL for getting it on, for keeping it alive.
I think we should also express a big word of thanks to Queensland, because I doubt that this season could have survived without the help of Queensland, and at the same time allowing the telecasters to put some entertainment and joy into the homes during this pandemic. To Ivan Cleary and Isaiah Yeo, the co-captains of Penrith, they don't want that feeling that Brad Fittler was talking about just a little while ago. They went to the grand final and they came away beaten by Melbourne. So the Panthers, they've kept them waiting.
And this is the day they've been waiting for 12 months. Losing a grand final and fighting your way back to having another shot the next year is something really special. They've already achieved a great thing in getting here tonight. You can see there Nathan Cleary just looking for a little bit of divine assistance, but their supporter base, again, a long way away from home, ready to give them a second tilt at winning a title.
That's put some balance into it, that shot. Back into the grandstands at Suncorp, a crowd expected of around 39,000. Jerome Luai, one of the dynamic halves here. He and Cleary, they've paved the way for a season in which they've won 23 games. They're ready now for the official ceremony as we go down to the ground.
Queensland, please now stand for the acknowledgement of country to be delivered by Jonathan Thurston, followed by the Australian National Anthem to be performed by award-winning singer-songwriter Kate Miller-Heidke.
As a proud Goongarrie man, I'm honoured to be here this evening as we recognise and pay respect to the traditional owners of the land. We acknowledge our elders who for 60,000 years have and continue to lead this community, passing down stories and maintaining a rich and proud culture that has withstood the test of time. We acknowledge their connection to this land and marvel in their ability and care to sustain it for tens of thousands of years. On behalf of the rugby league community, thank you for hosting us on your country.
What a finish. What a beautiful rendition of the anthem. The crowd finding their seats again. What a night. Emotional for so many, especially that fellow, Adam Reynolds. His last game in Cardinal and Myrtle before he comes to the Suncorp as his home ground next year. There's Matty Burton. The two centres are on grand final debut. He and Paul Momorowski. Nathan Cleary then. One of, I think it was 6 players named in the Dally M Team of the Year last Monday. And there it is, this magnificent rugby league stadium. Glistening in the night of Brisbane. And as I said, it's the allowable crowd playing for that. The Probyn Summers Trophy. Normand Arthur. The kick-off is there for your historic grand final. First played out of Sydney. 2 Sydney sides playing in Brisbane, hosting for the first time. And To'o brings the ball back to the 10-metre line as Penrith go through their first set of the game. And in fact, these are the original touches for all of these players that are handling the ball. Leota gets it down to the 40-metre line. It's a good effort off a deep kick-off, and there's Yeo getting it out beyond the halfway line. So that's really put the cement on this set. The kick from Cleary sailing down onto the eastern corner.
Rab's the first tackle of the game on Fisher Harris. Pretty sure Cam Murray got shook up in that big tackle on Fisher Harris.
Here it is on replay for you, Joe. And oh yeah, it was an absolute cannonball. A shoulder, and his head went ricocheting from head to head. It was like a pinball. I hope he's okay. He looks okay. So there was a big moment at the start of the last grand final South played in. South back in 2014. You couldn't possibly forget that. Between Sam and James Graham, and Cam Murray was nearly about to suffer the same fate. Miraculously, he seems quite okay though. The kick to clear by South, running left to right. And Penrith, of course, with Edwards bringing it back. They're running towards the northern end of the ground, down towards the Caxton Street end. To'o, 35 metres out from his own line. The grand final's underway, and Burton it is that gets it down towards halfway. The centre that plays in the headgear. To'o. I'm led to believe that Matt Burton wears the headgear as a memory of his great friendship with a youngster. They went to school together and he passed away, Sam Fraser, in a tragic drowning accident when he was only 16. So knock on, the referee asking, do you want to challenge? They say yes. This is serious stuff this early in the game.
Well, it's very early to be making a challenge, particularly on just a drop ball like this. Luai will claim there were hands on the ball. Let's have a look as he gets up. Frantic opening to the game. Now, the referee is saying it's before that he feels he's lost it on the way down to the ground. There appeared to be nothing wrong with the play the ball action.
So they'll inch it forward.
I think he saw a bobble there, but it looks as though he's got his arm around it.
I don't think he's lost control.
No way.
So maybe the challenge, time-wise, it would seem senseless this early in the game, but they've still got to prove that the referee is wrong.
I would think there would be far greater challenges to make later in the piece, but Jerome Luai is going to back a winner here, is he?
Tackle 5. It's Jerome.
He has.
Jerome, last tackle.
So it's come down heads for the Panther.
So they've got a challenge still remaining, having won that challenge against Gerard Sutton, doing his 7th grand final here tonight. And the try-scoring freak, Alex Johnston comes down with the bomb. Chasing a couple of records tonight, Alex Johnston. He's level at the moment for most tries. He gets 1 tries in the season, that is. He gets 1, and he goes out on his own as the best ever for Souths. So here's Nichols, who's played in every game. 26 games, I think it is, for Mark Nichols. Now for Cook, slithering and weaving his way down ground just outside the 30-metre point. Reynolds, oh, he was really hurried with the kick. Penrith got out very urgently from marker. Now Edwards takes it back. Cam Smith, it looks like incredible conditions. What's the ground conditions, though?
Absolutely incredible conditions, Rabs. It's dry, fast track. We've had some hot weather up here today. It's pretty balmy, as you see there, 23 degrees. And look, the crowd is just electric tonight. There's so many Rabbitohs and Penrith fans up here. It's going to be a cracker.
So Cleary sweeps it away to Luai. It goes out to Burton. He'll play the ball, as you can see, on the western side, just inside 30. To the hands of Cleary and then back to Yo. Second man coming into the play, Edwards from the back. Put down eventually by Cody Walker. The grand final, live and exclusive on 9, and Cleary. The kickers are getting no peace. The challenges are there, thick and fast. And Taff is tackled back in goal, line drop out.
Well, Andrew, this is very frantic. Both sides are cheating the 10 metres at the moment. They're right in each other's face. How do you handle that in the early stages of the game?
Well, it's important as a halfback. The first 15 minutes of the game, you probably shouldn't get tackled. You just put the dinner suit on. In these big games, you've got to build pressure, organise your forwards, but your kicking game, that first 10-15 minutes has to be spot on, like then from Nathan. I've got to say, the opening 5 minutes, they look better than they did last year, Penrith, far more relaxed.
So here comes Fisher Harris coming back down the centre of the ground. So Penrith in good attacking position here. Can they find first points? Leota driving to the 30-metre line. Down the central corridor. Yo, Cleary, ball bounces and picked up there by To'o. Just outside the 20-metre line. Western side of the ground, then from Burton for Cleary. He goes short. So on the short side, it's Luai, and then with Burton, and he's taken ball and all there by Campbell Graham. He's a good defensive centre. And then for Cleary, he puts it up. He'll be looking for Crichton. It's gone to ground, but they've recovered South. It's another line dropout.
That could easily have fallen there for Luke Capel. It was dropped by South Sydney in goal. Now Cleary in the last few games has grubber kicked towards the post. This time deliberately chip kicks in the air. It comes down. Panthers are there. It was Leota that could have got the grab, but South Sydney cleaned it up. It was dropped by Gagai in goal. Plenty of pressure here early.
It's a double whammy, really, from line dropout to line dropout, and Luai then sending it away to Fisher Harris. Playing the ball on the first tackle on the 30-metre line after Nichols is finished with him, but I think he's lost the ball.
Yeah, he's wrestled it off him.
Big play.
Well, that's a massive play. You feel as though you're having your second line drop out, having to defend your line, and your big baldy front rower steals the ball on tackle 1.
South Sydney then with Totola, the other prop. Here it was. A battle for possession. And Nichols wasn't going to give in. He came up as the winner. So we're up on the 40-metre line now. Penrith end of the ground. Murray sweeping it. Reynolds around the back. Then to Walker. Clear space for Paulo now. The 22-year-old, he's having a birthday today. He's got a hell of a crowd to his party. I don't know what the COVID restrictions are, but he's got plenty. Picked up by Martin. They started with him, Liam, and Viliami coming off the bench.
Well, Walker puts Paulo away down the right-hand side of the field, and I don't know whether he wanted to kick or a pass back inside, but he threw his hands in the air as though it was a lost opportunity.
He was calling for the kick.
To'o. 8 minutes gone. Crichton scored a try against Melbourne and against South, so he's picked up half the tries, in fact, that Penrith have scored in the final series. All or most of them have been off kicks from Cleary. So the ball's sailing down for Johnston.
Wow, this is high-intensity stuff.
Here's the Telstra tracker. The 2021 season average intensity, it's metres per minute. You can see how quick the game is at the moment. Penrith well ahead. This game is lightning.
One of the Bruce brothers, Jaden Sewer, bound for the Saints or bound for the Dragons next year. Reynolds to the line, and then away to Walker. That's Kalamatangi out there and getting it down to the 40-metre line. They play aggressively, the second rowers, Sewer and Kalamatangi. Loose ball and snapped up by Totola. Bouncing ball there was almost grabbed by one of the Penrith defenders. This kick bouncing favourably for Graham. He's held and banged into the turf. So changeover.
Gus Brian To'o, only short for a winger. Can he jump for the ball in the air, or does he? That one then he just planted his feet.
Yeah, he can high jump the crossbar. He's very powerful, but sometimes he just chooses not to. He let that one bounce.
Burton. Strong tackle from the front rower, Totola. So now, that's Momirovski.
Oh, Gagai's gone.
I think he's okay. He's bounced up pretty quick.
He is Gonski.
So Yo, and now Fisher-Harris.
Marcus Cameron, go, 4.
Try and get a shot of Gagai. Just watching the ball, and Penrith looking for a gap.
Last tackle, Marcus.
There's Dane. He looks okay off those pictures. Cleary bombs away. Taff.
Great take.
Yeah, that was a floater. That was just floating around in the breeze, and he really attacked it, the young kid.
Youngest grand finalist in the NRL period. And here's Nichols, almost to the halfway line. Cook sweeping it, Totola giving it, Murray with the ball. 2021 grand final live and exclusive on 9. And Nichols it is with the ball, backing up. Just outside 30, played to Cook. And then Reynolds, he puts a bomb up again down to To'o. And the man that Brandon Smith christened Concrete Head is able to take it. He's also, I can assure you, he's boosted the marketing, the merchandising department at Panthers. They tell me that he's the most popular of all Panthers. They want a piece of Brian To'o in the pink jumper, particularly.
Oh, that's a big call. Now, I don't think Jerome was going to challenge that, but there's a call from somewhere else. What's happening here?
Sorry, not sure.
I'd say a trainer has stopped the action at the moment.
I think it's Dane Gagai.
Yes.
I think he's going off.
I don't think Jerome Luai was going to challenge that, and all of a sudden someone's given them a penalty for a strip. Gagai come flying in, got his head in the wrong position. Don't tackle down there. I keep telling you. Ends up here. You keep tackling down there, this is where you end up. Going for a head exam.
Times have changed, Gus.
I might have been saying it for 20 years. Anyway, let's get off that. Both teams look really confident, Andrew, don't they? Like they're really getting into their work.
Well, there's no softening up period. They've gone straight into their plays. Plenty of ball movement, but the pace of the game, incredible.
Benji is out there now. 16 years since he generated that victory for the Tigers in 2005. It's a hell of a long time between drinks. He displaces Lottie Takiri, who was sitting with that record of 14 years prior to just now.
So where does Benji go, to lock, or has he gone to centre?
He's gone to centre.
He's gone to centre.
There's the target there on the right for Penrith. Cody Walker and Benji together. They'll get some traffic over that side.
Played there by Leota. And now for Lua. Here's Burton. To'o. He's only 10 out. He's 5 out. He's ducked under another To'o. He finishes a metre short.
He's a dangerous ball runner. And players talk about the fact that he ducks his head, which limits just how hard you can hit him. But with great footwork and just determination, he nearly got in for a try there. Look at this defence. There is no place for the faint-hearted out there.
Sydney versus Sydney in Brisbane. As I said at the top, historic night. As the league tries to deal with this pandemic for the second year in a row. And they've done a marvellous job, as I said earlier, with the help of Queensland, they've been able to survive. So that's Kalamatangi again. That young fellow, Taff, he's the most inexperienced, not the youngest fullback in the NRL era. Played there by Totola, given away on the short side. And South Sydney get it just outside their own 30-metre line. Reynolds inside 40, you heard the call, but it's well infield, over at the scrum line. A comment sideline, Cameron Smith.
Yeah, I heard Gus mention earlier about the start by Penrith this year compared to last year, and you can see the difference in mindset really around their defence and taking a lot of energy into their line speed, getting up involved in the Rabbitohs attack. They're taking some energy out of the Rabbitohs early.
Yeah, well, last year couldn't have been a worse start, really. But they learned a couple of things from the defeat at the hands of Souths in this finals and against Melbourne last year. The defence wins football, intensity and continued aggression. And South did it to them just a couple of weeks ago. So the bomb is taken by Taff.
It came off someone's head, I think.
And that was smart play by Nathan Cleary. The development of Nathan Cleary, as we can all see. He knew his players were under pressure, his forwards were under fatigue. For 4 tackles, it was all outside backs. You just get forward, then a hit up late, but then on the end of it, he produces pinpoint kick. Really great halfback play there by Nathan Cleary.
Well, their first few attacking raids, they've gone left, but if they know that Benji Marshall is now on the other side, I'd be surprised if they don't set something out to attack the right-hand side of the field in this set.
Well, that dropout, it certainly came down close to this touch line on the western side. Got the job done. Fisher-Harris for Cleary. Cleary a double pump to Leota. Inside 20, now he's down to the 10. And here they come again, the Black Panthers. No score in the grand final, 16 gone. 6 more for Penrith. So the pressure becomes intense on South Sydney now.
Yeah, just sharpening the axe here, you can feel it.
Coruscant in his 3rd grand final, giving it to James Fisher-Harris. They're just off the line, a couple of metres away from the Caxton Street end try line. Cleary decides to have a go. So he takes on the line. There's the try line right in front of him, 2 metres away. And here's Isaiah Yeo, same distance from the try line. Taken down by Kalamatangi. So it's a run from dummy half that came short. Played then by Coruscant was. Now for Luai. Back. Burton's into a hole. and he's into the in-goal area for a try.
Well, they've forced 3 line dropouts already on tackle 5 plays, but this time they decide to run it on tackle 5, and they get the reaction from the South Sydney defence they were looking for. Andrew, take us through this one.
Well, they run the ball in the last play. Harvey Norman replay. Campbell Graham will come flying in on the decoy, and the winger, Jackson Paulo, he stays out. You saw Campbell Graham there. He gets a rush of blood. Comes flying in. This will show it perfect. Watch the centre, jersey 4. He'll come flying in, no need. And Burton just gets him on the outside.
Well, in previous weeks, that's what Campbell Graham has been doing. He's been coming in to help Reynolds. You remember last week against Manly, they ended up getting away with it on an obstruction call. But Campbell Graham was beaten on the outside by Tom Trebojevic. The try disallowed. This time Panthers get the angle better. Telstra fan cam, young Panthers cheering on the try. But that was perfectly worked. They saw the weakness last week against Manly and picked them off this time. You'd have liked that execution, Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, certainly it did, Gus. And they peppered this left side on their 5th tackle the last few times they've been down here with their kicking. And that put Jackson Paulo into a bit of a pocket. So when he comes up, he's got that distance between him and Campbell Graham. And Luai just puts it on a platter for Burton to score. Well executed by the Panthers.
Campbell Graham here comes in across Reynolds. He goes across the front of his.
He does it to protect him all the time. And with Reynolds having that injury before the game, you know he's going to get protection from inside and out. So if you keep going to that pressure point and varying who does the decoy run and in what angle you run, you've got options both inside and out. They executed it perfectly there. Jerome Luai, perfect pass. Burton, perfect run. Cleary looking for the perfect kick.
Yep.
Kia, movement that inspires.
300 kilometers to your destination.
Here it comes.
So, welcome back. The grand final from Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. And the Panthers draw first blood 6-0. Telstra is proud to be the naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Premiership for 20 consecutive years. And to celebrate the milestone, Telstra is committing over 100,000 to junior rugby league clubs, which will be announced during the post-match presentation tonight. Again, thank you, Telstra.
Yeah, Viliami Kikau on the ground. And Liam Martin has stayed out there, so I'd say that one of the front rowers has been given a spell.
So Kikau started off the bench. You can see him standing out there as an edge forward. Cleary outside the... Oh, the bounce is horrible for South, and it's wonderful for Panthers. They're a few metres away, but that was a high-pressure moment for the Rabbitohs.
Once you commit, you cannot hesitate. They both looked at each other then, the winger and the fullback. Yours just cannot hesitate at all. Once you commit, you've got to go on with it.
Burgess now. Tom out there in 16.
And both coaches have gone to the bench. Got a lost ball here.
So kick out. Referee stopping it.
Joy Arrow, with his first run of the game, came up. I don't know whether he's taken a knock, but he dropped the ball straight away. The trainer, well, there's nothing to the head there, I don't think. No, he's just lost the ball.
It's on report. Contact's high. Viliami. Yeah, ain't even got it. Yeah, he's on report.
Just clips him on the way down.
But he lost the ball before that. Let's see. There's nothing on the head there. He loses the ball. Then there's contact with the head. The contact with the head did not cause the drop ball. No contact with head here. ball probably stripped. Then there's slight contact with the head on the way down.
It's a big bicep to get clipped by. Look at the size of those arms.
Well, you wouldn't want to be clipped by it.
So he's going for an HIA.
Plenty being said between Jai Arrow. He was screaming a kick out then. So keep an eye on this when he comes back on the field. Jai Arrow, he's not happy.
I think Kickout just nodded that he's saying a prayer for him. Jai Arrow might have been aggressive, but Viliami wasn't.
So it's a good line finder. Right on the halfway line. And so Graham takes the tap to the 40-metre line and then forced back by an aggressive defensive pattern from Penrith. Burgess. Quarter of the game gone. Reynolds to the line. Walker fends through, goes further, still going, he'll go all the way. Walker scores for Souths. Brilliant. Dally M, 5/8 of the year. I told you earlier he debuted at 25. And he's done this time and time again to opposition teams through his rather short history in the top grade. He says thank you.
Well, the Panthers are a very hard side to go around. Harvey Norman replay, they're a very hard side to go around because they'll back off and pedal back. And Cody Walker senses that. Show and go straight through the middle. People don't make up their ground on the inside. That is a huge confidence builder for the 5/8 in a big game, Andrew.
Well, they've had no ball. 35% of the ball, the Bunnies. And the first time they've got down Penrith's area, Cody Walker on the Harvey Norman replay just says, give me the ball. And he targeted Nathan Cleary. He made it personal. Whether Nathan was protecting the shoulder or not, there's a Telstra fan camp. Very happy Bunnies supporter. But he took Nathan straight on.
But that's a big play for Cody Walker. You know, he's been in big games before and probably been overshadowed, but so much of South Sydney depends on him tonight. And that's a really aggressive sign. Show and go, pull through the line and into the backfield to score a game-levelling try. Cam Smith.
Yeah, well, that's a man playing with a lot of confidence, isn't it, Gus? He's had an outstanding season so far, and you're right. Penrith were just backing off on Cody Walker because he likes to take the ball deep into the defensive line and then play out the back to his outside men, but he just said, no, I'll do all this myself.
That's a great grand final try.
Oh, it's a brilliant one. Remind me of the Stacey Jones try back in 2002.
Choose RACQ Comprehensive Car Insurance and save $50 when you buy online. With local claims support, plus our network of local repairers, know you're covered with RACQ.
Setting young Aussies up for future success. Our 106,000 employees make us so proud, and we're still hiring. And we only source 100% Aussie beef and RSPCA approved chicken. And up next, well, this is just the beginning.
6-all.
My other concern was the Panthers fullback, Dylan Walker. We know he's had injections to play today, but he was so easily wrong-footed at fullback there by Cody Walker and actually twisted a little bit awkwardly. It's normally a tackle he'd come up with, but he didn't even get a hand on Walker. Just wondering whether or not that injury is probably a little bit more serious this time around.
That's Kalamatangi. They desperately needed that South. Andrew pointed out they hadn't had any ball. So when they did get a bit of football, the Reynolds-Walker combo clicked into action. 6 more there. And a host is out there for South. Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, great news for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Dane Gagai has passed his HIA and will be on the field shortly.
Say that again, Jonathan, with Dane out. It's a really big hole in the South Sydney side. He's a wonderful player. First grand final. He's played a heap of Origin. I think 19 Origin and 7 Test matches. And here's Reynolds trying to sneak through the tackle of Yeo. Cook is able to push Coruscant away once and stand and deliver. And Reynolds puts it down towards the uprights. And Edwards will get back to the 20. So there were Penrith players offside, so you're not allowed to take off.
Well, again, Andrew, Adam Reynolds with a show and go on the left-hand side of the field, nearly pulled through.
You don't see Adam Reynolds doing that. More of a kicker and a passer. But the downside for that, he got tackled on play 5. Couldn't get an organised kick away. Looking dangerous with the ball, the Bunnies.
So kick out. Oh, at the 30-metre line, and another of the Bruce brothers there, Kalamatangi, as Penrith bring it away and meet the reception from South Sydney. That's Momirovski in 3.
Kalamatangi looked like he was fired out of a cannon there. He really got up quickly on Burton. Both coaches going to the bench very early in this game. Played at a frantic pace.
So Sorensen playing the ball on his first run of the night. He's just come on. He's Taff.
Let's go down to Cameron Smith there again on the sideline, mate. The intensity of this, can you feel it from down there? I mean, is this a step up to what we've been seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. A step up from what we've seen for the best part of this whole season, Gus. And both teams, they are out on their feet, but they're throwing a lot of energy into their defensive. I feel as though if the Rabbitohs can just continue to take a little bit of this punishment that Panthers are dishing out defensively and complete high, they'll be in a very good position going into half-time.
Burgess. Groan of the crowd.
Jai Arrow back. He must have passed his HIA.
Arrow and Kiki.
And that's Jacob Host just outside his own 30-metre line. Walker now kicking. Left foot kick. Good. Down to Edwards. Solid. Outside 30. Looking at the 40. Pulled down by Cook. So here's Crichton. 21 years of age. One of those lads from Mount Druitt, proud of it. And To'o from the same mountain. As we see Sorensen taking the ball up to the 30-metre line. Then for Coruscant, open side play, Yeo, then Cleary held it up and then gave it to Edwards. A little in and away, but it was of no value, with Walker making the tackle complete. And again for Cleary's right foot, crossfield kick. Graham underneath it, comes down with it beautifully.
Brilliant take. Brilliant take. Just watch the Panthers defenders here, how they pick up and carry their opposition, constantly pushing them around in the play the ball to slow it down. Pick up, drive, sideways, backwards.
It's Jai Arrow. So he's past that HIA, as Cameron Smith was telling us. This is Dane Gagai, and they're not taking it easy on him. As Cook makes a dart from dummy half. He's got to be at his best, Damien. He's a real key. A ball might have touched Edwards on the knee. Whether or not they would deem it played out, I'm not sure. We don't have to worry about it now, though. He's out to the 20.
Yeah, and he just got his feet back in field to catch that. Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, we're talking about the frantic pace. I've noticed with the Bunnies, their kick pressure on the 5th tackle of Nathan Cleary is not good enough at the moment. So he's been able to land those kicks right on the money and put the Bunnies under a lot of pressure.
Sorensen. Of course, a surname well known to Cronulla. Dane and Kurt. Inside the 40-metre line then for Cleary to hesitate and come back and around the ruck and work on the other side where Kickow is based. And he'll play the ball just outside the 30-metre line.
Here we go again, up in the air.
So here's the kick from Cleary going high and down towards Johnston. Seldom makes a mistake. So he's got some capable company back there with him. The young fullback in his 8th top-grade game, Taff. Johnston one side, Graham the other. And here he is now, the number 1 going for a run.
Get up now, Billy. Kurt, hold his Scott. No 3.
This is Gagai.
Just starting to see some signs of fatigue now.
Almost half an hour gone in the game. 29 minutes to be precise. And Arrow, and it was Kickow, the last tackle in. Probably deserved a call of hell a little bit earlier. He was going nowhere and showing no interest in unloading the ball. And then he took one in the kidneys from Kickow, who probably wasn't necessary, but it was quite legal what he was doing. Bounced out of the tackle, got it away to Crichton.
It's Kolo in the tongue again.
So now Crichton gets it back to Cleary. And they've got inside the 30-metre line for Coruscant. Now for Luai. He dances to Host. Gets it to Edwards. Ball goes to ground. South's counter-punch.
That was a great read there from Alex Johnson. His centre partner,
Knock on.
Dane Gagai, he was caught in field. So they were short on that side. Alex Johnson shows his experience. Short for numbers. Watch Johnson. Top of the screen. You'll see the threat. Charges in. Forces the error.
They were in real trouble there, South Sydney. The first 2 plays on kick reception, the Panthers made about 40 metres with a couple of offloads. And you could just feel that South Sydney were back on their heels. Just got through saying you can see the first signs of fatigue. It's more in South Sydney than we see in the Panthers. And that was a let-off that the Panthers dropped the ball. South need to get a little bit of oxygen in the lungs here. Make sure they complete this set. Look out.
Oh, drop ball.
Yep.
Blake Taff.
Panthers swooping in.
Blake Taff.
That's what I mean, fatigue.
Ball up.
As soon as it starts to get into your head and you feel to those who want to breathe and you just want to relax or take time out, then you'll come up with an error like this.
On this side, mate.
You
Nathan,
just get the feeling.
Up here, boys. Up here.
Look at this, straight from the scrum base. That's fatigue. That's just lack of concentration.
So again, a real pressure coming here for South. Scrum win, 10 metres out from the line, right in front. And Sorensen's the number 15, he's number 9, the dummy half, playing the ball. So the 17 is Martin. Upright tackle, Coruscant goes in. It struck the feet of the South Sydney player.
It's a real penalty.
He's given it for creating an impediment or an obstruction for the attacking side.
Well, it's great work by Liam Martin because he's being wrestled by 3 South Sydney players but manages to get the ball to the ground and play it quickly. Coruscant knows he's on a run to nothing. He knows South Sydney markers are offside. The referee just waited to see whether or not he scored a try. Watch Martin here. He's being wrestled, gets it to the ground and plays it. Jair gets his feet to the ball. Now Coruscant knows he's on a free run. It's either a try or a penalty kick for goal.
Going for 2.
The Rabbitohs regroup. We'll have a break.
You don't do it for the mirror or for the scales. You do it because it feels good. It feels good changing habits and kicking goals. Start feeling good now with a program tailored to you and have support from experienced health professionals. My Health for Life is a free, healthy lifestyle program funded by the Queensland Government. Find out if it's right for you at myhealthforlife.com.au.
Back at 6-all. And Nathan Cleary off the back of a penalty to take them to 8-6.
Yep.
So 8-6 in favour of the Panthers. 7 minutes of the first half remaining.
Yeah, I think this period up to half-time could be crucially important. Crucially important for both sides. South Sydney haven't seen much of Penrith's end of the field. They've been really brave in holding on. Panthers just seem to be finishing the first half stronger.
So the Reynolds restart has gone as deep as it could go, really. And Martin comes rumbling back out to the 10-metre line.
Hold here, go one.
So Coruscant for top.
Work out of there, try. Hold here
A
now,
try
hold.
apiece
Go two.
in this battle so far.
Let up now, Keane. Hold it, Tom.
Sorensen, Fisher Harris.
Cody, give room.
I just saw the stats there. Panthers have had 60% possession. Only lead by 2. So that's a credit to the South Sydney courage.
Tackle Marcus Cameron. Hold Damien.
It was a run for Capewell, not Fisher Harris. And Cleary puts the kick down to the youngster. He lets it bounce. And Taff is on his way back, but Luai has got eyes for him.
Oh, that's fair. Hold here,
And
Leo.
Capewell makes the tackle, bound for Brisbane next year.
Scott, no more.
So Reynolds and Capewell
Go two.
will join forces with the Broncos as Gagai is put down by Kikau and Luai.
Hold. Go 3.
30-metre line, South's End, Kalamatangi.
Let up now, Leo. All the way, Scott. Go 4.
Penrith leading 8-6 as the ball goes through the hands out to Johnston.
Tackle. Marcus, hold.
Last 6 games, Penrith have won 5. But of course, South's won the most recent one. And perhaps the most important one. This is Cleary with the ball, tackled by Cook.
Let go now. Hold.
10 metres out from his own line.
Go 1.
With the Telstra tracker, top 5 distance tonight. Cleary, Momorowski, Liam Martin, Kurt Capewell, Jerome Luai, all Penrith players.
Go 2.
Top off.
Work out of there. Hold here, Cameron. Hold. Go 3.
Now for kick out.
Well, it's certainly lived up to expectations, hasn't it?
Hold now, Damien. Hold. Go 4.
It's been very aggressive.
Last tackle. Release. Go. Last.
Cleary inside the 40, the call from Sutton. Down to the 10. And Johnston comes back.
Up together now.
They're just relentless with this kick and chase pressure.
Go 1.
This is Graham just outside the 30-metre line.
Back on it. Go 2.
A fraction under 4 minutes of the half remaining.
Up now, Billy. Moses, hold here.
On their own 40, played by Paulo. Now for Murray. Short for Arrow.
Release it. Go.
And Jai plays the ball. It's gone to Reynolds, who shapes to kick and then is able to beat a couple. Comes across to the right-hand side for Kalamatangi. He can't get rid of it. He's held by Luai and Burton, who got the try for Penrith much earlier on. And now Reynolds, Luai got a shot on Reynolds. It looked legal. Now it's with Edwards, and he's out towards the 20-metre line on his own end. Tackled by Graham. This is Burton giving it on. Cleary is with the ball. This is Momorowski stepping and stuttering his way down towards the halfway line.
Some tired defence there.
What a touch of good fortune for Momorowski. He was the exchange player from the Tigers to Melbourne to make way for Grant to come and play with the Tigers last year. Here he is in the grand final. Momorowski, well done. Now for Luai. Running a half circle and almost getting through, and then Walker bangs him into the turf with some help from Murray. So a long ball to Cleary's boot. Oh, what a take by Kalamatangi, is it?
Well, he caught that at first slip.
Well, that was a Mark Waugh or Bobby Simpson catch.
Fired it like a bullet. Could have easily knocked that on. The Panthers again picking up and driving in the tackle. Rabbitohs struggling to make metres. Good take that.
Talking to Scott Sattler yesterday, he assured me Dad would be watching. John, the famous South Sydney captain, tough as they come, watching from his place of abode on the Gold Coast. Here's Reynolds doing well. A run for Paulo. He's got speed. Oh, kick out. Great cover tackle. Got rid of by Luai. Back to Edwards. Long to Cleary. On the 30, it's gone away to Crichton. Throws a dummy. Goes up and takes them on.
Great play. Minute to go in the first half. This is crucial.
So this is Capewell. And he's running along the halfway line before stepping into the waiting arms of Burgess. Away it comes again now for Yeo. And he basically says, well, there's nobody there, I'll take it to ground. Coruscant to Sorensen. Sorensen inside the 30-metre line. They've got 40 seconds remaining as the ball goes from Coruscant to Cleary. And a no-look pass on the inside for Edwards. Played again to Coruscant, then Leota, now Cleary. And looking as they might have gone for a shot there. It's gone to Leota. Leota gets it away. Coruscant puts a kick in. That might have been knocked on there, but the referee said no, play on.
Wow.
Walker it was that saved the day back there. I just thought that might have been a little knock on. It's Host with the ball.
Rapid fire. This will be the last play of the half. Rabbitohs out on their feet. They've done really well to hang in here at 8-6.
Gagai tackled, and the half ends with the Panthers and the Rabbitohs a try apiece, but a penalty goal to the Panthers. They're leading at the break, 8-6. So what a half. Aggressive is one word, brutal another. I'm sure that the Panthers have learnt from the intensity and the aggression of Souths when they last met in the first week of finals, and then of course they did on Melbourne what Melbourne normally do to the others, up and in, and absolutely getting in their face. He's been in a few things today, Kalamatangi.
He has, and they've had to scramble really well. They look the more stressed of the two teams at the moment. Panthers in control physically. Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, I'm with Nathan Cleary, nearly 60% possession. Are you happy with 8-6 at half-time?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a kind of that grindy game. I thought dominated field position pretty well. Just one defensive lapse from me. They let them back in the game, but yeah, we just want to keep grinding.
What's your message to the boys for the second half?
I think it's just staying process-focused. It's easy to look ahead in the grand final, especially with 40 to go, but just taking it one step at a time, one play at a time, we're right.
All the best for the second half, mate. Thanks for your time.
JT. Appreciate it.
Good on you, JT. Great to hear from Nathan. What an opening half. Do not go anywhere in a moment. Peter Sterling and Brad Fittler will take you through all the highlights and the key moments. And we'll also be announcing the winner of the 2021 Rugby League Players Association Players Champion Award. We're 40 minutes away from crowning this year's premiers. You're watching the Grand Final 2021 live and exclusive on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Fire up deals are on now at Barbecues Galore. The Ranger 4-burner barbecue with stainless steel hood just $249. Save $250 on this outdoor setting. And new premium lump charcoal at $38.65 for 18 kilos. Barbecues Galore. Now you're cooking.
Hell Week ignites.
Uh-oh.
You can see there plenty of support for the Rabbitohs as they head back out onto the pitch at Suncorp. The big question now, will it be the Panthers or the Rabbitohs who have their name forged in the history books as the NRL champions of 2021? Check out the Premier shirts and caps range at nrlshop.com and celebrate with your own piece of history. The second half now ready to get underway, and that means it's back to Rabs.
Thank you, James. We come back with a shot of Adam Reynolds, the kid from Redfern. He used to kick the ball around trying to hit the stop signs and what have you. just on the outskirts of Redfern Oval. He dreamt of playing for them. And here he is in this grand final with his departure to Brisbane basically coming at midnight tonight. He'll exchange this jumper for the Broncos jumper. He and Cody Walker combining to put Cody in for one of the tries scored in the first half, the other by Matty Burton through a big hole. But this grand final delicately poised. 8-6 in favour of the Panthers. What do you see in that crystal ball, Gus?
Well, South Sydney need possession and they need to get the game at the other end of the field. They've been very, very courageous at their own end, but the Panthers have had them locked in pretty much for the whole first half. The encouraging sign is South Sydney only really got one look at Panthers' end of the field, and that man there split them and scored a try. If they can just get more ball at the other end and put some pressure on the Panthers, the whole dynamic of this game changes. This first 10 minutes is crucial.
Well, Penrith taking a two-point margin into the second half, and the first carry of the second half was for Campbell Graham and now for Tom Burgess. One of three remaining or surviving from the 2014 grand final. Won by Souths, of course, after a wait of something like 43 years. And that is Sewer. Close to halfway. Now to his partner. 6 more again. Kalamatangi. 8-6 in favour of Penrith. Murray handing it along the line to Burgess. Kick out. Involved in the tackle again. Started from the bench. Reynolds. Just beyond the 30-metre line now. Cook. Murray. Behind Burgess. Walker. In from the back. Taff. So Reynolds for Burgess. Reynolds is looking inside. He goes out. Walker, Gagai, a tap on. It's gone into touch.
Well, that was a chance. They ran it on tackle 5. Panthers held strong, and in the end, probably forced the error over the sideline. No thought of a kick. Out the back, favourite left-hand side play. Panthers backing off, and it was Crichton that came in very, very quickly to force the issue. But a better sign there for South Sydney.
Souths, you don't need to be told about their lethal left side.
Absolutely, and yeah, Telstra tracker here gets the average intensity. Panthers are pretty much controlling the field position, and South Sydney are actually performing at a greater level than they have all year. So whether or not they've got the energy to keep that going for 80 minutes, it's interesting the intensity of this game and who's forcing the pace.
Yo seemed to run a long way before he found defenders on the halfway line. Cleary. This kick down to young Taff. Just his 8th game. The human chair offered to the South Sydney youngster. So now Paulo, another of the youngsters, the birthday boy, taking the second carry, and Graham the other. There's a little scuffle going on off camera. Let's take an injury update from Emma Lawrence. Emma.
Well, Rabs, in the first half, Jai Arrow came off after getting a high shot from Biliami kick out. They used the free interchange. He looked fine, so came back on. But then he had delayed symptoms, so he's come off for an HIA check, and he's got 5 minutes left on that assessment. So we'll keep you updated, Rabs.
Thank you, Emma. She's doing a fine job down on the sidelines. And there's Dylan Edwards coming away with Burgess up around the neck area, but it's a penalty going It's a penalty going to South.
Dylan Edwards gets a little bit of assistance from his own man in the line here, and it's just a shepherd. This will be an opportunity to see Capewell gets himself in the line there, and Murray handles it really well to draw the penalty.
Does he what?
He's been getting tips off the owner, Russell Crowe. that was...
We'll take a break.
Fire Up deals are on now at Barbecues Galore. The Ranger 4-burner barbecue with stainless steel hood just $249. Save $250 on this outdoor setting. And new premium lump charcoal at $38.65 for 18 kilos. Barbecues Galore. Now you're cooking.
Love the amazing benefits of apple cider vinegar but don't like the taste? Ooh. Try Nature's Way apple cider vinegar gummies. With all the goodness in a yummy gummy. Nature's Way apple cider vinegar gummies.
So Adam Reynolds to level the score. 8 sets in favour of the Panthers. About to become 8-all. A familiar scoreline.
Yeah, it's a good sign that Adam Reynolds is back goal kicking too. He took that groin injury into the preliminary final. He didn't goal kick that night. The South Sydney fans happy to be back level again, and that's a different start to the second half than what we saw to the first half. All level. Still all to play for both sides.
Well, that's that decision gone. But the thing that started
Just unbelievable, the bunting
we can get rid of that.
This match has attracted. The government, of course, having to impose a restriction of less 25% on the game. So there's a crowd probably around 38,000 here. But the colour and the noise that they're generating could well be a full house at, say, 54,000 at Suncorp. It's a bucket list thing with Suncorp and Origin. You've got to get there and feel it if you can. But here they are with a grand final tonight.
He's dropped this ball.
He did.
Yeah. And this comes from the pressure because the Panthers keep pushing South Sydney sideways and backwards in tackles. South Sydney have got to find a way to the ground a lot more, and every time they get wrestled and dominated in a tackle, it puts pressure on the next one. It's just a stone cold drop from Sewer. Emma Lawrence with an injury update.
Another update on Jai Arrow. He has been officially ruled out after that HIA assessment. So massive blow for South Sydney.
That goes back, doesn't it, to the report on... Did Kickow go on a report?
Yeah, he passed a HIA after that, but they're saying now he's got delayed symptoms.
Here's Penrith throwing it around, and Burton has attracted Paulo, and he had to make that tackle, the young man. There was a problem on the left side, called an overlap. So Sorensen held down. Yo behind a runner. And this is Capewell. 12 out. What a couple of years he's had. Then from Yo to Cleary. Got it away. Kick out, juggled the ball. Puts it over the line. And it's gone forward.
Yeah, he just got dragged down from behind Cleary. And Kickow overran it a little. Good work by Cleary to push through the line. Created the opportunity, but desperate defence from the Rabbitohs. Cleary sees the half gap, surges through, they grab him, and the pass fumbles out forward.
Once again, going to that side, you saw the centre, Campbell Graham, he goes right up past the ball, which opened up that corridor for Kickow to go through outside Reynolds.
Well, that's the pocket, Andrew, isn't it?
That's where they're going.
Well, I'll tell you who the most relieved man at the moment would be Jaden Sewer, who put that ball down cold, which put Penrith on the attack. The other good part about it is that there'll be no argument about it. It's gone forward off the hands of Nathan Cleary. Here is Sewer, tackled by Kickow. Burton up on the top, and then has come away from Cook. A flat ball across, Burgess on a short ball. 8-all the score in the grand final. You're watching it live and exclusive on 9. And that's a nice take by Edwards. Crichton.
Surrender!
Try against South when they last played, and a try the first of the game against Melbourne. Both of them easy tries.
Hold here, Jacob.
He won't score two easier tries in what is going to be a glittering career, I'm sure, for Stephen Crichton. Kick out. He's been busy. Now Burton skipping and hopping his way, in fact going forward now. It wasn't a bad game by Matt Burton.
Yeah, and it's South Sydney's best defensive set at Penrith's end of the field. Penrith have now got a kick from their 40.
Luai, he's got a big kick on him, the 5/8. Now Taff, and three of them there to pull him down. Cleary looked like he wanted to own his right leg. Now Johnston. Full-back a dummy half, Paulo.
Andrew, South Sydney coming out of trouble. Can they continue with this one-out stuff, or they got to move the ball?
They got to move the ball, and they got to hope for a penalty. The next penalty in this game is...
Hold the phone, Johnston. Johnston steps out of a tackle, and he can't beat that one from Capewell.
That was a good example there.
So Cook, a blindside dart. Now for Gagai, gets away from one. Pulled up by Yeo and Crichton.
Far better.
Played back for Cook. And here's Reynolds, a charge down. And it's going to go into touch.
That's out off
So
South.
no knock on.
I think that was Spencer Leaney.
Yeah,
Penrith ball.
Penrith ball.
Penrith play the ball. They're challenging.
Said it was a tackle. He wasn't charged down. They're going to challenge this, are they?
Okay, Joey. The on-field call is that the Penrith defender is making a tackle, and the ball has gone out off Souths.
Well, if you
Souths are
pass it into
challenging
him,
that
it's
ruling.
6 again. How can it be any different if you kick it into him? If he was passing that ball, it would be 6 again.
He's just making a tackle rather than a charge down. So it is not played out by Penrith. The challenge is unsuccessful.
He's saying that he didn't play at the ball.
Yeah, but that happens when you pass it.
It's a play the
I
ball
understand
for
what you're
Penrith.
trying to
Where would
say.
you like
Well,
to play the ball?
it's a stupidity in the rules. It's an absolute stupidity in the rules, and it's a technicality
On the 40,
that you don't want to be bringing out now. If he passed that ball into his arm, making a tackle, it's 6 again. The fact that he's kicked it, it's still got to be 6 again. If he's up there trying to pressure the kicker, surely he's playing at the ball. Anyway, Penrith get the advantage, but that's a stupid rule. That's a stupid interpretation of it.
It's just stupid, isn't it?
It is stupid.
It's absolutely stupid. You're quite right.
Well, South's got to be feeling dudded from that.
Keep in mind, though, with a charge down, it's not a knock-on. It restarts the tackle count, but it's not a knock-on. So that must be stupid as well.
It's all stupid.
So here we are just outside the 30, and Cleary held there by Walker. Claiming there that Cleary was milking. I think he'd debate that. Leniu. Now for Cleary, kicking into the corner. Graham will get under it again. He's been good in that department. Go on.
Perfect.
But that's the advantage there. Like, Rabbitohs were looking at a scrum feed inside the Panthers half. They get that call. Now they've got a line drop out coming off their own line. Over a technical ruling like that.
We need a private eye looking at the rules. Down to the rule book.
It's a stupid anomaly in the rules. Cameron Smith.
Yeah, well, they could probably feel a little bit hard done by there, the Rabbitohs, but as Jonathan Thurston mentioned in the first half, very little kick pressure there on Nathan Cleary, and look where he puts the ball, centimetre perfect.
Cameron, how would you have argued that with the referee? You'd have got over him, wouldn't you?
I would have tried to twist his arm, Gus.
Oh!
And told him it was a knock-on.
It's in Queensland too.
My God, that was a big tackle.
Well, it's fired South Sydney up. They're sprinting off the line now.
I think you'd have a problem with Judge Judy, Cameron.
Everyone needs a Cameron Smith as captain.
Here's Luai, and that's the 30-metre line, and he's grabbing at the head.
Come on, play the ball, Jerome.
Come on, play it.
You're better than that, Jerome.
Play it. Play it.
Well done.
Good boy.
So, the 25 out from the line. Yo. Host making the tackle in jumper 15. Cleary into the corner over where Campbell Graham is, and here's Sorensen. Hand over, so Souths have repelled them.
Hold here, hold up, Spencer.
The Panthers looked a little disconnected throughout that set of 6.
Okay, time on.
Yo was forced to run on his own. He left his teammates behind.
Marcus square. Hold Kurt. Go, right.
Totola.
I think Wayne Bennett, he's going to have to go to his bench soon. I think Benji Marshall might have to play a lot more minutes than what he thought with Jai Arrow going off.
Here's Graham trying to fend away from Burton. Good young centre on good young centre. That's Sewer. Assistant coach Demetrio. He takes the reins after this. The super coach. He's taken 4 teams, 4 clubs to grand finals. If he can win this, he'll be the first coach ever to win 3 tournaments with 3 different clubs.
Oops.
Reynolds with an up and under. Burton juggled it, but it always was going back. The tackle made by Paulo.
When South Sydney come to that left-hand side, they're really creating problems for the Panthers. They just need more possession.
I think they've created more problems for plenty of clubs in this competition with what we used to call the lethal left. Maybe it's lacking a fella called Mitchell at the moment, but it's white hot.
Oh, Cook just got a head clash.
The 14 is on May. Kick out down that left side. Tyrone. Another of 13 players in this side that debuted with Penrith. 6 more tackles. Burton's got the ball. There's a problem for Souths.
Yeah, they've got a result out of the bomb.
They're 10 out. They're in front of the sticks. May, Cleary, Edwards, Momorowski, big right foot step. Cleary with a left foot step. He'll play the ball 9 metres away.
Tackle 1, the HIA. Tackle 1.
Referee calling a hold.
Oh, for Damien Cook.
Tackle 1. It's a HIA.
It's always the defensive team that calls the HIA. Frantic action. Well, this is big. Panthers 10 metres out. First tackle. 55 metres gone. Cook here. Probably got a little elbow in the jaw there, I think.
I just want to pass on my condolences to the Irvine family. Bob Irvine passed away this morning. He's a mad Tigers fan. Best wishes to his family, his wife Floss, and the rest of the family. Pass on all our best.
Clear to go, tackle 1.
They've got 5 tackles up their sleeve.
This was one of the captains, Isaiah Yo. You can see the base of the uprights. Close-up shot. Penrith with Coruscant. Part of the Rabbitohs victory in 2014. That's a long ball to Cleary. Gone to Luai. Gone away to To'o. After Burton got a touch. Reynolds making the tackle on a surrender. Now Yo. They're trying to break the South's defence, which at the moment is winning the battle, but can it resist this? Cleary, Edwards with a tap on. It's gone forward off him.
Great pressure by South Sydney. Now that was tackle 5. They conceded a try on tackle 5 run in the first half. This time they were more alert. Got really aggressive off their line and forced the error.
Thanks, mate.
Still under plenty of pressure at their own end of the field.
I was saying before, the next penalty in this game is going to be huge. Both teams struggling to get their plays on. with that live footy, with that kick reception footy, especially South, if they can get a penalty, they can fall into that structure. Well, they'll be hard to hold out if they get a penalty in that field position.
Only 4 penalties in the game, Andrew. 2-2 penalty count. Nichols 20 metres out from his own line. They've certainly been on the wrong end of the statistic that deals with possession. At one stage they were down 60-40. Even at half-time, they were still well down, I think 58-42. And that's probably why you don't remember seeing too much of the middlemen in what you would call the orthodox or conventional play, like you've just seen, the 8, then the 10.
But they're hanging in there, South. I mean, it's 8-all. They've had no real possession at the other end of the field. They've got to force some errors down here.
Here comes Brian. Put down by Sewer and Graham. 8-all in the grand final. 16 minutes gone. Second half. Make that 18. Pass my glasses, Joe. Burton. Crichton. Now Tyrone May. Who did he go on for? Have we worked that out? This is a high one. And beautifully done by Paulo, but he's lost it in the ricochet of the tackle, and it's forced in goal by Taff.
Well, that's incredible. You'd have to think that the Panthers punched this out of his arm. It looked like Paulo had caught the ball, and then it came ricocheting out.
Gus, can the bunker have a rule here? It can't come.
Well, if that's come off Kickout's arm, it's a knock on, but not that I agree with that interpretation, but he's caught the ball and then Kickout punches.
Time you run.
So we've got another line drop out. Rabbitohs cannot take a trick.
Big drop kick. 55 metres on the fly. Yo bringing it back and met by the 8 and the 10. Totola and Nichols to play to Coruscant. Then for Cleary. And this is Lee New. 30 metres out. Here they come again, the men in black. May behind one. It's gone from Cleary to Luai and then Burton. 9 out.
Adam Reynolds, he does a really good job here because he gets caught up with the decoy runner and he half appeals to the referee for an obstruction, but then backs himself and sprints to the threat. Campbell Gray makes the initial tackle. Watch Reynolds. He gets caught up with kick out. He appeals, puts his hands up, then sprints to the threat. Forces the error. They just keep hanging on, South Sydney. They've been incredibly tough.
Well, they've had no luck, Andrew, have they?
Nothing.
Had a number of calls go against them. Cam Smith.
Well, Gus, they've been very brave tonight, haven't they, the Rabbitohs? I think they're going to have to look for a momentum changer, a game changer here. Maybe, I'm thinking an early kick from Reynolds, maybe in behind Brian To'o on the right-hand side for the Rabbitohs, just to try and swing a little bit of control in this game for the Rabbits.
A 40-20 perhaps.
This is Nichols. Well, maybe it might be an occasion for Benji.
Billy up square, Spencer. Don't go early. Hold. Go 3.
So Nichols. Totola. We've gone past three-quarter time. 61 gone. Reynolds high. Way down to Edwards. Born in one of those New South Wales country centres that Penrith have got several of the boys from the country of New South Wales. That fella from Albury. Finished up around Dorigo. Good player, Dylan Edwards. Momorowski almost overran the occasion. Edwards up to dummy half. To'o, 10 metres there for him. Eats up the metres. Martin.
Just looking at the stats, Cam Murray after 60-odd minutes, 43 tackles.
Cleary looking to break. He does. He puts the ball over for May. May gets the kick in. It skews around and comes away with Taff.
That's their best kick pressure of the game. That's their best kick pressure of the game. They've got it back on their own 40.
Reynolds should get an attacking kick at the end of this set. Dare say the maestro will go into his bag of tricks.
Sewer, and again kick out, cutting them down. Almost in the centre of the ground. Totola. The 14 is May. 63 gone and 8 all the score. Gagai picks up the rolling ball, gets away from Momorowski, runs around Coruscant. So here's Walker, a little tap and go, but it's come down to the Panthers. That's Capewell back on his own 20-metre line, and here's To'o again.
Yeah, that might have been a little rush of blood. And they needed to kick that down towards the end goal.
Edwards.
Gripping match.
Crichton. Cleary. May. Luai on the last. High into the corner of Paulo. And they'll try and put him into touch. He has put him into touch, Burton.
Well, how many results have they got from kicks tonight? 4 or 5 line dropouts, a couple of fumbles. And again, the young South Sydney back three are put under enormous pressure. Paulo takes the catch, but Burton just throws him out over the sideline. And they're on the attack again.
Working back there, Toddy.
That could be a big, big play. They've got to play the ball in the middle of the field. Looking at these South Sydney players across the line on the wide shot. Just starting to look tired again.
There's Liam Martin.
Release Cameron. Go one.
May. Now Cleary. No look. Edwards tries to reel out of it. Pulled down by Gagai and Walker. Lofted ball. Cleary gets it on. Oh, knocked on by Tyrone May, and Souths have done it again.
Well, that's a let-off, but it's got to keep fueling the South Sydney confidence. The Panthers have had so much ball at their end of the field. Pretty much every 50-50 call and bounce has gone with the Panthers, but the Rabbitohs keep hanging in. We're less than 15 minutes from full time. It's still 8 all, and South Sydney's defence has been so courageous. Now we see this. A little bit of frustration, a little bit of tiredness leads to an error. Can South Sydney capitalise? They need the ball at the other end of the field.
Graham taken by 3 of the Panthers. Nichols, Liam Martin with their arms involved. Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, Rabs with the Bunnies, they've got 2 interchanges left. I'm wondering with the middle forwards there, Benji Marshall could come into the game and be the game breaker that they need.
JT, if you get down there with South, would you take a field goal this far out?
No chance. Too long to go. I'd certainly want to be kicking it through the corners. Oh,
yeah, it's an intercept for Crichton. Crichton, he's away. Is he away with the premiership? Stephen Crichton scores. A try now in 3 finals.
Yeah, it was just the wrong pass. They actually had Gagai in the hole and didn't need to throw it to the winger. And Crichton, with such long levers, he was caught out and decided to make a snatch for the ball. And that is a massive play. South Sydney just getting back into it. He's got Gagai in a hole. He doesn't need to throw the long pass. Harvey Norman replay. Crichton picks him off.
Fire Up deals are on now at Barbecues Galore. The Ranger 4-burner barbecue with stainless steel hood just $249. Save $250 on this outdoor setting. And new premium lump charcoal at $38.65 for 18 kilos. Barbecues Galore. Now you're cooking.
Oh, Artie, why did you leave to get drinks? BWS deliver within an hour guaranteed. Or your next delivery is on us.
I loosened it.
So, what are you thinking now? 12-8, the Panthers with the kick to come. Gus.
They've always looked dangerous down this side. They had Gagai in the hole. He decided to play long. And Crichton was in no man's land, but such long levers, and we know he's a great basketballer, great catcher. He makes the snatch. That was 6 points either way. I think if that goes past him and Johnson catches it, they're off and gone, South Sydney. But it was the wrong pass selection. He doesn't often get it wrong, Walker. See the disappointment on his face now, and Cleary gives him a little bit of a yee-haw. And the two halves go at each other. That's just frustration, but Crichton, he makes the pick. Telstra fan cam. Very, very happy, the Panther kids. And that was that was whether it was going to be your day or my day moment.
It's an all-in play, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's your day or my day.
So Cleary to take it out to 14-8. Crichton, another one of the youngsters from Mount Druitt. He and on Sunday, apparently, they went for an eyebrow wax.
Yeah, just...
Imagine what Tommy Radonicus is saying about that. Ned Kelly, an eyebrow wax. That's the new culture.
Yep.
Colourful people just can't help it. They act colourful, play colourful, drink colourful, and they never let the grey win. Fanta, for colourful people.
Open cabin fishing should be BCFN. BCF in fun. BCF in fun. Hey!
14-8 with under 12 to go. Burton.
And it brings the field goal into play now for the Panthers. They could wrap it up with a one-pointer. South have got 11.5 minutes to find a try.
To'o.
It's so unfortunate for Cody Walker. He's been terrific.
Fisher Harris. Team of the year. Martin, another of the country kids. Just on their own side of halfway. Harris again, Fisher Harris.
Last tackle, Marcus. Isaiah,
Penrith in their 5th grand final. They won it in 91 with the father. In fact, it was 91 after they'd lost it in 90 to Canberra. They lost one to get it back in 91 under Gus. And of course, 03, it was the Langs, John and Martin, the father-son combination. History, is it repeating itself? The Clearys in front by 6.
Cameron Smith, can you see if Benji Marshall has gone out there yet? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, no, he's just got on the field, Gus. He touched the ball, so look for plenty of touches in this final 10 minutes with Benji Marshall.
He gave a ball then to Reynolds and Kickow. Swatted him like a fly.
The defence from the Panthers has been relentless. They've been very quick up all day, but it's been relentless.
Edwards at the back. Crichton. Momirovski. It's a good story, isn't it, Momirovski? Yes. You're an exchange player one day and you're in the grand final the next. And you don't even go home.
I like those ones.
Yes, I've read the history. 40-metre line. Cleary, Chaser, High, and Taff is with the ball.
And this is where they've been far superior. The first tackle and then the next tackle on this play too. Stopping the outside backs getting forward. As Gus says, they pick them up, they drag them back. If you win those first two tackles, you pretty much win the whole set.
Well, on the score of fairness, you hope Cody Walker gets an opportunity to square this up, don't you? It would be terrible for him if the game is decided on that one pass.
Here's Sula making an extra. Graham, Paulo. Paulo gets a kick in. Touch judge was okay with it. Bounces there for Cleary. Here comes Burgess and he makes the tackle, Big Tom.
Oh, that'll test the shoulder.
Edwards.
Great play by Nathan Cleary. He got back there just in case.
The Telstra tracker there, Rabs, we can see the top speeds don't get to the normal time. It's been such a closely fought game. The top speed would have been Stephen Crichton running away for that intercept. But it's been at close quarters the whole contest. Not many long runs from anyone.
Liam Martin, 32 kilometres. Is he on a skateboard or something? I've seen him run that fast.
Might have been when he ran out.
Those dodgy speed cameras gets me all the time.
Johnston.
Good ball.
Now, Taff. Is he tackled or did he run into something? He's appealing. Gagai. Gagai. Good run, Dane Gagai. Not held.
Here's their chance. They've got some momentum in the first two plays.
Yo made the tackle. Burgess away for a support. Cook. If he gets into the clearance, shut the gate. Picked up by Gagai. Gives it to Reynolds. Marshall's on his inside. Sewers with the ball on his outside.
Here they come.
25 away from the line. Down by 6, they get a penalty.
Well, here we go.
They came up with the boot as the penalty reason.
Where's Cody? Can we get a side of Cody? See Rudy's body language. Here they go.
Well, he would be desperate to provide a pass for a try here.
He'll want the ball in his hand.
76 minutes gone. Marshall dropping it back for Totola. They're 5 away. Can they level? Walker across. Gagai. Here's the try. South Sydney's try-scoring freak, Alex Johnston, gets the try near the touchline.
Well, it's their first visit to the Penrith end of the field, the whole half. Their first visit here, and Cody Walker manufactures a try on the outside to the prolific try scorer, Alex Johnston. The pressure, we'll watch the replay of the try, but the pressure now comes to Adam Reynolds to have to make the conversion. Walker goes to the line, creates the space. Gagai passes. Johnson gets it in the corner. It was Cody Walker who demanded the ball. Harvey Norman replay. Eyes up. Takes it to the line. Throws the ball out the back. Momirovski committed. Gagai shovels the ball. Crichton again into no man's land. A little bit of a juggle from Johnson, but he gets it down. But spare a thought now for Adam Reynolds, who is leaving the club at the end of the season. His last season with the Rabbitohs. Sore groin. He's got to kick the goal from the sideline, Rabs, to level it up.
Cometh the man, Gus.
Well,
you think so?
You dream, as a goal kicker, you dream of these moments. We saw that piece in the pre-game. growing up at Redfern Oval, how much kicking on his own. He would have dreamt about this occasion, kicking the ball from the sideline in a grand final.
This is absolutely incredible. The night is pretty much about Reynolds in his last red and green jumper. Can he kick this to level? 4.5 minutes to go. The kid from Redfern, it's coming back. No, not enough.
In other news, traffic chaos continues across the city. You know what? There's good in the world too. There are billions of happy moments happening all around us. Sometimes you don't even need to finish unpacking to enjoy them. Who said you need to book to get the best table? And who needs a 5-star hotel when you have a million? So when you find one of these moments, add a splash of yellow.
14-12 in favour of the Penrith Panthers. Alex Johnston has just eclipsed the previous record of tries in a season held by winger Les Brennan since 1954. He's broken the record and he's now become only the third player to score 30 or more tries. 30 or more tries in a season. One of the others in front of him was the great Dave Brown, an immortal, and the other was Ray Preston. That's the trio that have scored 30 or more, and Alex Johnston is number 3.
The Gaggai's gone down here. South Sydney players were appealing for a penalty. They've only had 2 tackles with the ball. They've gone side to side. A penalty here would be a real bonus if they could get it. Let's have a look. Dragged down from behind. Well, they've given penalties for those all year.
Burton gives him a love tap.
No, mate, he just slips into it.
Yeah, so they've been giving penalties for those all years. Even though he's falling, he does make contact with the head.
That can't be a penalty.
Well, it has been all year.
No wonder he's limping. His body was all over the place.
We got kick out.
Well, I don't think it's a penalty, but there have been penalties all year.
Tackle 2, just make sure you're up. Liam,
Have
make
they
sure
not?
you're not too
No,
deep
you're
there,
right.
mate.
Yeah.
Tackle 2, boys.
And they shouldn't be penalties all year. That way you don't have to make this decision on grand final day that they're about to make. So they've said fair enough.
Well, this is how the game should be refereed. This has been sensational. A sensational job by the referee.
He has. He's done a great job. He has done a great job. But there are games, there have been a couple of stupid interpretations because of the rules, not because of the referees. And all year, that has been a penalty. Whether he's falling or whatever, they've penalised them all. Now, we've said they shouldn't penalise them. They say we should. Ooh. But if you can't penalise it on grand final day at 14-12, then it should never be penalised all year. And that's the point I've been making all year. Based on what happened all year, South should have got a penalty.
I think you'll be making the point longer than just this year.
6 to go. The ball was touched.
Murray knocked down there. They'll get him back. Fisher Harris.
Well, Benji passes the ball, and the Penrith player knocks plays at the ball, and they ruled.
Time off.
Are they challenging him?
Time off because he's run
They
down
ruled
there.
not played at, and then it wasn't until the Fisher Harris. Here it is here.
Well, he hasn't, as far as I'm concerned, played at the football.
There's this one here.
Yeah,
Fisher Harris
does. Fisher Harris.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the other one.
Yeah. Anyway, scrum feet. South have got to score a try.
Oh, Graham with a little juggle. Held by Luai. Now for Burgess.
It's got to come off Cody.
14-12 and 3.25 minutes to go. Reynolds, Walker with an in ball, and South Sydney. Just for a moment I thought they were going to break them through Murray. Out they come now to Reynolds. Reynolds to Walker. Oh, it's gone into touch. Now, Souths are saying it came off them. They played at the ball.
Big decision coming up here.
Play the ball. Joey, you got anything on the touch?
I think he's giving it to Penrith.
Play the ball, Penrith.
He's giving it to Penrith.
Play the ball, Penrith.
I think Tyron May gets a touch on that.
So play the ball.
Nathan Cleary, is it?
Hold now.
Might have got him on the arm.
No tackles, watch the strips. Go,
Massive
no
call. 2.5 minutes to go.
Up square. Hold.
Hit by Burgess there. Penrith, though, with Edwards trying to get it out to the 20-metre line.
No, two.
Penrith versus South Sydney. 21 premierships to the red and green. Penrith clinging to 2 points. Looking for their third premiership. Edwards just inside the 40. Under 2 minutes now. Cleary. Let's find some safety.
One set. South Sydney got one set.
Johnston.
Panthers one set of defence to win the premiership. South Sydney one try to win it.
Gagai. 30-metre line for Dane Gagai. Going home to Newcastle for next year. Sewer going to the Dragons. Reynolds to the Broncos. Capewell to the Broncos. And now Reynolds. Back it comes. Walker. Low tackle by Cleary. Play back to Gagai. Now there's a minute to go. It's with Totola.
Is he thinking 2-point field goal?
Perhaps. From outside the 40, the field goal is worth 2, and Reynolds hits it, but it's short, but it's bounced over.
And that'll be it.
That is the ball game.
They'll get a 7-tackle set here, the Panthers, and provided they don't drop the ball after the disappointment of last year's grand final, they'll come back 12 months later.
Look at the face on Adam Reynolds.
The coach looks like he's seen enough. What a gripping game of rugby league. What an outstanding effort from both sides. South Sydney so brave, didn't have anything go their way all night. But it would appear the young Panthers have come back 12 months later and they're going to carry the shield.
To'o. 30 metres out from his own line. There's 20 seconds to go in the grand final between two Sydney sides played in Brisbane. Historic, yes. Incredible season, yes. The father and the son.
Stand up.
They appear to have done it again. But they had a hell of a lot of help from their friends. Of that I can assure you. The Panthers celebrate. 13 of these blokes debuted with the Panthers. 6 of them local juniors from places like St Mary's, Mount Druitt, Missionbury, Doonside. Well, they thought it was coming last year, and I know it's a fragile statistic to say you've got to lose one to win one. You know the feeling of it, Gus, and these people have had history revisited.
Well, ever since full time in last year's grand final, they would have been dreaming for this day. They haven't left a stone unturned, and for all the hard work and everything they've done, look at that, they've won by 2 points. If they'd have cut a corner at any stage of the season, if they'd have backed off at any level, they don't win the comp. South Sydney's so brave. Commiserations there for Adam Reynolds, who's leaving. But the euphoria of these kids, many of whom have been together in the club since they were 15, 16, 17 years of age, have come through junior rep teams together, through the academy, and to now years later claim a first-grade premiership is just phenomenal for the club and the area. South Sydney so brave, a brilliant game of rugby league. But the Panthers will come back 12 months later to claim grand final glory.
Well, there
it hurts everyone.
Absolutely.
South Sydney can be very brave, very proud of their effort today. Had nothing go their way. It was probably the intercept that was the difference between the two teams.
The premiers of 21, the runners-up from last year, the Penrith Panthers, the men from down the foot of the mountains. They've got their third, 91-03, and tonight. Have a happy retirement, Sterlo. Here's Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, thanks, Rabs. I've got premiership winning co-captain with me, Isaiah Yeo. It looks like relief from you, mate.
Yeah, it was, mate. Everyone finished off, saying it was too hard for us. And mate, we've got an awesome squad here. Never give up. It's 3 in a row, 3 hard games, no one gives a chance. And yeah, to still be fighting to come away to the end, it's bloody unreal, mate.
What does it mean to the people back in Penrith?
Oh, it means everything. We're sort of pushed aside in Sydney, and look, we're just hoping you're proud of us because we're bloody proud to fucking represent you. It's bloody unreal.
And what was said at half-time by the coach?
Just stay calm, don't be clock watching. We had the lead there, just don't get too caught up in it, just keep going back to the process. We just did it well all year, and it just showed up on the big stage.
Disappointment last year, you've won it tonight. What does it mean to you personally?
Oh, yeah, it means everything, mate. 170 games, they gave me an opportunity. Representing everyone back home in Dubbo and all that sort of stuff. I've got a massive family, and you can just see the message I'm getting during the week, how much it means to everyone. Mate, bloody unreal.
Well, congratulations, you're a premiership winning co-captain. Over to you, Lockie.
Now, thanks, JT. It was Stephen Crichton, the man of the moment. Did you think it was going to feel this good?
Yeah, no, not really. It's been a long year, heaps of ups and downs, especially falling short last year. We definitely wanted to go better this year, and we definitely put that as a target, and now that we've hit it, it feels so good, eh?
Big moments, so one in key moments. Talk us through the intercept.
Yeah, I've been getting hammered from the defence coach all week, just on my reach, just from moving positions, but I've adapted well from moving from fullback to centre to wing. But yeah, I guess just sticking to our principles, and that was the read that came out of it.
Yeah, because that left edge of South's been so good all year, so you obviously did your homework there on that play.
Yeah, 100%, especially having Walker there. He's probably one of the best in the league. Just playing eyes-off footy and feeling where the space is to put their players in, and we've done video all week on that, and I think I was just in the right place at the right time.
I just see your coaches come down, go and join the party. Yeah. Over to you, JT.
Yeah, I'm with Cam Murray, mate. Heartbreak for you.
Yeah, it's hard to describe. It's it was a great effort out there from our boys, but yeah, come up short. It's unfortunate.
What was said at half-time? Because Penrith had nearly 60% of the ball, and it was 8-6. Were you happy going in and just 8-6 down?
Yeah, we're pretty proud of our defence in the first half. Coach just said to us we need to stick to our brand of footy. We need to play more down their end. You know, we did a lot of defending in our end. We didn't give ourselves much opportunity, and he just said we needed to win the field position battle, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that in the second half and come up short.
Your halfback co-captain, how do you reckon he's feeling at the moment?
Who's that?
Adam Reynolds.
Oh yeah, he's I think he's a bit sad. I know it's his last year here at the club. We really wanted to go out on a high for him, so yeah, it's can't put into words how much he's done for our club. So proud of him, and it's an honour to play with him for the first couple of years of my career. It's sad to go out that way.
Well, mate, you can be extremely proud of what you've done and been able to achieve this year, especially with the co-captain there. Over to you, Cam.
Yeah, thanks, JT. I'm with Nathan Cleary. I've chased him halfway around Suncorp Stadium, but I finally tracked him down. Nathan, tell us how you're feeling right now after that win.
Honestly, feels like a dream. We've been working so long to get to this moment. I've been dreaming of this moment my whole life, and it's finally here. And everyone back in Penrith, that's for you guys. Can't wait to party with you when we get back. Oh, we did it.
On the wrong side of the scoreboard, last year's grand final, how much of that game and that result has fueled your game this year?
Oh, it has a lot. Losing grand final, it's a different kind of hurt. You can't explain it. And I think that's what makes this so much more special is, we had the hurt of last year. We came back. We did it the hard way. We lost the first round of semis, got ridden off, and we just kept turning up for one another. And this is just, it's unbelievable.
Now, I've seen you had a big embrace with your dad, Ivan. How's that feel to win an NRL premiership with your dad, mate?
Oh, it's what we spoke about when we first came together, and we had a couple, we had one rough year and then obviously a heartbreaker last year. And oh man, it's just special to do it with him. And that embrace was just as emotional, but it's the best.
And plenty of your great mates that you grew up alongside. 13 of the 17, I believe, tonight come through the academy at Penrith.
Match presentation hosted for the first time in the game's history here in beautiful Queensland. We have two commissioners representing the game tonight. Please welcome Kate Jones and Professor Megan Davis. Thank you to Telstra, our naming rights partner, for your unwavering support and investment for over 20 consecutive years. To mark this milestone, Telstra will be donating over $100,000 to junior rugby league clubs. Now it's time to find out who our player of the match is. To receive the Clive Churchill Medal this year from Panthers coach Ivan Cleary, this year's Clive Churchill medalist is Nathan Cleary.
Firstly, I just wanted to say thank you to all the Queensland fans. Big thank you to Telstra as well. Also a massive thank you to the South boys. It's always a battle when we verse you guys, and it's no different tonight. To our boys, we've worked so hard to get here, and we finally did it. We climbed Everest. Everyone back in Penrith, I love all you guys. Can't wait to get back there and party, baby. Whoa!
Thank you, Nathan, and congratulations once again. I'd like to acknowledge our match officials tonight. Thank you to referee Jared Sutton and touch judges Todd Smith and David Munro, who have also made incredible sacrifices this year being away from home. I'd like to now invite to the stage our runner-up captain from South Sydney, Adam Reynolds.
First of all, I'd just like to thank the Queensland Government, Peter V'landys and the NRL team for obviously keeping this game going. He's done a tremendous job all year, and it wouldn't have been possible without you guys, so thank you. To Telstra, the major sponsor of the NRL, thanks for your support again. He's doing a magnificent job year in, year out, and likewise, he's the heart and soul of this game. To Ivan and Penrith, congratulations. He's been the best team probably for the last 2 years, and well deserved tonight. To all our major sponsors, Zoom, Aqualand, Crown Resorts, Ingenia, thank you guys. Thanks for your support over the years, and I know he's going to be back supporting us again next year. To Wayne, the coaching staff, the players, keep your head held high, lads. Sorry we couldn't get the job done tonight. Gave it all, and I love every one of you. Lastly, to all our fans and our members, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's been one hell of a journey, and sorry we couldn't get the result done tonight, but no doubt the boys will be back again fighting harder than ever next year. Cheers, thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Thanks for your years of service and sacrifice to South Sydney, and all the best next year at the Broncos. To present the rings to our 2021 premiers, I'd like to invite to the stage Panthers legend Scott Sattler. Let's start by welcoming up the coach. Put your hands together for Ivan Cleary. Ivan will help Scott present the rings. Let's start now with number 1, Dylan Edwards, Bellingen Dorigo Magpies. Stephen Crichton, St Clair Comets. Paul Momorovsky, Alexandria Rovers. Matt Burton, St John's Dubbo. Brian To'o, St Mary's Saints. Jerome Luai, St Mary's Saints. Nathan Cleary, Brothers Penrith. Moses Leota, St Mary's Saints. Abdi Coruscant, Barala Bears. James Fisher-Harris, Windsor Wolves. Viliami Kikau, Western Vikings. Kurt Capewell, Charleville Junior Rugby League Club. Tyrone May, Minchinbury Jets. Scott Sorensen, Cronulla Karingbar Sharks. Spencer Linu, Minchinbury Jets. Liam Martin, Temora Dragons. And last but not least, the co-captain, Isaiah Yeo, St John's Dubbo.
First of all, just want to thank the Queensland Government, Telstra, the NRL for putting this on. Obviously, with all the COVID stuff going on back home, I can't imagine the logistics, so I just want to obviously thank that for let the NRL season go ahead. To Wayne, Adam and South Sydney Rabbitohs, fantastic year. Sitting in your seats last year, I'm sure it's been an absolute motivating factor for you for next season, I'm absolutely sure. To all our families that made the trip up, thank you so much. It's a massive sacrifice from all our partners. I think just about everyone had their misses come up, so thank you. To our sponsors, major sponsors at Penrith, Alum, Hertz, I'm going to forget someone there, but all the major ones, thank you. To our boys, everyone said it was too hard for us. We're going the hard way, and I think that's just what this group was, just what this group likes. Stood up at the right moments, stood up in the big moments, and just so proud of each and every one of them. And then obviously for the people back home in Penrith, we just hope you're proud of us because this is for you.
Okay, Isaiah, it's now time to lift the trophy. Join your team to celebrate. Your 2021 Premiers, the Penrith Panthers.
Well, after the disappointment of 2020, redemption in 2021 for the Penrith Panthers, crowned premiers with a narrow win over the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Tonight, Peter Sterling, Paul Gallen, Brad Fittler with me. And Bradley, you've been in their shoes before from 90 into 91, and that will be some party for that side.
There will be. With all the football up in Queensland at the moment, even the scenes that we saw in Sydney with the South Sydney fans and out in Penrith with the Penrith fans, it'll be one almighty trip.